And good morning to you, Bill. How are you?
I'm good.
All in brown, right?
All in purple.
Yes, yesterday Michael Otieje brought us some fantastic report from there on the Black Stars preparing for the 2026 World Cup. I don't know what's happening today from their camp.
Yeah, so what we understand is most of the players have now reported in camp. The only player that we are aware hasn't reported yet is Jonas Ajeti, but he's expected to also report as well. They are going to have another training session today. That will be the final training session because the game will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. And so the Black Stars have a lot to do to prepare for that game against Central Africa Republic. And they are on their way, as we speak, to actually around Meknes to train there and then to rest there before the main game. But Michael Otieje is in Morocco. He's with them. And, of course, he has provided a lot more updates on what's happening with the Black Stars and also spoke to a Black Stars legend, Asamoah Gyan.
As you can see, nice, early, busy morning here in Casablanca. The Black Stars just about getting ready to hit the road to Meknes. It's a 3-hour journey, but it's the beginning of a 3-hour journey that the Black Stars hope will culminate by 6 p.m. Ghana time in World Cup qualification. The Black Stars sit pretty on Group I. Victory tomorrow will take them mighty close to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. In fact, a win, depending on what happens in the game between Madagascar and Comoros, will take the team there. The team has spent a number of days preparing here in Meknes. They are very determined, very determined to get to the World Cup. And I spoke to former Ghana star Asamoah Gyan, a legend of this team, a man who knows how to qualify for the World Cup, scored World Cup qualifying goals in crucial venues, scored World Cup qualifying goals at home, away, and World Cup goals, record Ghana goal scorer. He says that whilst there is pressure on the team to deliver, he is in no doubt that the team has what it takes to do well and do well efficiently. Gyan also spoke about the often discussed subject of why players don't always seem to transform their club form to the national team.
When you talk about the club side, we have the same players training week in, week out. They know their characteristics and stuff. But when it comes to the national team, although they see themselves sometimes, but sometimes there are more bit of changes. It's not like a team that haven't seen themselves for a long time. So club side and then the national team is a very different thing altogether, because club side you have players training every week, every day, every week, so you know their potential, when they have the ball what to do and what to do. That is the most difficult part, playing the national team. The national team, we have all the best players from every players coming to the national team, so everybody is ready. When you come to the club side, we have players who play in the national team, some doesn't play. They are different kind of players altogether, but your question is a bit dicey when it comes to that. Sometimes I don't understand why sometimes it happens like that, but I'm sure when they keep playing each other every time, they'll just have their confidence back, and then they can play together, and then everything will be fine.
Striker Asamoah Gyan there. Well, I would say that I miss him on the pitch.
Yes, he scored plenty goals.
Yes,
51 goals
51,
is not easy.
The highest for all the Black Stars players, right?
Yes, he's our all-time top scorer.
Yeah. I miss him on the pitch. But beyond that, also, yesterday, or was it last week, we were talking about the fact that our stadiums are not fit for purpose. But now we're hearing that the Babaya Sports Stadium may be ready for one of our games.
Yes. Asante Kotoko on Sunday actually played at the Babaya Sports Stadium against the Espando Heart of Lions, and that was because a lot of works were ongoing in the last few months, and the main purpose of that was to prepare for Wydad Casablanca in the CAF Confederation Cup. Now, Wydad is one of the biggest teams in the whole African continent, and of course, the opportunity to play at home in front of your own fans is a bigger boost for, Asante Kotoko. So they have been working tirelessly in the last few months to get the Babaya Sports Stadium ready. We understand that the approval has come and they are set to play at the Barbara Sports Stadium against Wydad on the 19th of October, and then they will travel to Wydad and play against them in the second leg on the 24th of October, with the hope of getting a positive result. If they win in 2 legs, then they will qualify to the group stages of the CAF Confederation Cup for the first time since 2019.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
So they should win, actually.
They should.
We've missed that. But again, there's something coming from the Shanghai opening.
Yes. So the Shanghai Open, the tennis, unfortunately, the world number 3, Alexander Zverev, lost his match. That was yesterday. Now,
So
yeah.
I'm very keen on seeing that the Black Stars are able to.
Oh, we might do the
beat
party
them.
before, the party of qualifying before Comoros.
Yeah. But thank you very much, Bilishan, for joining us with the latest in sport. And are you looking for a university that will prepare your child for the future? Then Academic City University is the best choice for you. At Academic City, we do not just teach, we nurture creators, innovators, and leaders who shape tomorrow's world. We offer undergraduate programs in engineering, computational sciences, business and communication art, and our BSc in artificial intelligence and robotics engineering are the first and only one of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. With world-class facilities and industry-experienced faculty, students do not just learn the latest technology, they actually create it. And for the working professionals and young graduates, we have got you covered as well with our MSc program in cybersecurity and data science analytics, as well as our professional certificate programming. At Academic City, our programs are practical, relevant, and future-focused. Call us now on 026 269 3870 or visit Academic City, that's acity.edu.gh for more information. Admissions are open now. Academic City, make your future. And Bashi, who is the general manager at Media General's digital space. Hi, Senna. It's
Hi,
great to have you.
Beatrice. It's always nice to be here with you.
Of course, I have as well with me Kofi Sam Foster, who is with Digital Foundation. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Good morning to you as well.
Good morning.
So let me start with you, Senna, and really in the nutshell, if you can tell us what the Africa Digital Festival, which is coming up, is all about and why now?
What is it all about? So it's a 5-day festival. We're looking at, different activities just focused around the topic of digital. And why now? Like you rightly mentioned, a lot is happening in the digital space, and a lot has been happening in the digital space for a couple of years. And this is not the first edition. Thankfully, the Digital Foundation have done, I think, almost 2 different editions of this. And we came on board as Media General to, bring this edition back to Ghana, mostly because we believe that Ghana has been leading in terms of digital policy. But of course, we've not done a lot of PR about it. So people just see the implementation, but they don't know that we have done a lot of policies on the book. But also for Media General as a whole, we've put digital at the center, and it's evident. We are leading now across digital media in Ghana, and very soon across West Africa. And we also are very, very interested in how policy shapes the space, because whatever policy that is formulated by governments, by the innovators, by even the startups that play in the space, somehow affects what we do as a business. But also we want to prove to the world that we have taken a leadership position in this space, and we believe that 5-day lineup of activities will really help us showcase that.
And many say that the future is AI
Yes.
in all areas, irrespective of which area of work that you're doing. So let me find out from you, Digital Foundation, really why it became necessary for you to partner with Media General first off.
Okay. Media General, as Senna said, is the leader now when it comes to the digital landscape across the media. And we believe we have the same vision of, equipping and developing the talents that we need. I believe the president recently said about at the UN General Assembly, talking about the next years, 2050, out of all individuals you're going to see in the world, you're going to see an African. And of course, we definitely have to make sure we are equipping and developing the right skills, and also bridging the policy as well as innovation bit. Africa consumes almost everything, but when it comes to policy, when it comes to innovation, it's being championed by other continents. We are basically consuming everything. So the essence of this is to make sure at least we are bridging between policy, skills, as well as innovation. So partnering with MG is key, because we believe that they are the leaders in that space, and we also have a shared vision. Once we have a shared vision, the idea is to make sure we are developing the right competitive workforce to make sure that we are building the Africa that we all want.
So you'd say that that is the core mission of partnering with us.
Exactly.
But when you talk about AI or IT, again, there's so many fields.
Yes.
I mean, you talked about policy, you talked about innovation, and even what the fields are supposed to do. So this festival that is coming up, what skills are you specifically looking at that if I participated in, I know I am living with them?
So there's a lot of them, as you said. There is AI, there is IoT, Internet of Things. There is even talk of the
Digital finance.
The digital finance. You're talking about agriculture, AI in agric. You're talking about the technology aspects of agriculture. So there's fintech. There is
edutech,
healthcare.
Yeah.
The topic is wide, but there are key areas that we actually focusing on with this particular edition. Talk of fintech, agric, health, education as well, which is very key, because there was a survey that we did, that we got to find out that about 60 to 70% of teachers are digitally illiterate, because they don't really have
Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana. They don't really have the skills, the digital skill, and they are not literate enough to understand that well. This is how you need to implement this in the classroom. So there's a lot of things that is needed, and we are going to do. Talk of other masterclasses that we intend to put together within AI, within health, within fintech, agric, and even digital media. Exactly. Talk of fake news, and how best we can combat it, and a whole lot of. So these are some of the things that conversations that will happen, and definitely master classes that we know that we are going to develop the right skills for the people that are going to be attending the festival as well.
And Sen, I want you to add more flesh to what he just told us in terms of the specific areas, because digital media, for instance, is your space, and you've always had to come out kind of dismissing, code cards that are fake and all of that. If you can add some more flesh to it for us.
So for the event itself, there's the 5-day festival, right? Yeah. But starting from now, and I think we have a lineup of different activities. So the first set is what we call the digital dialogues, which is the kind of thought leadership forums, where we are starting with the digital media thought leadership forum, which of course is dear to my heart and is dear to us at Media General. And like you rightly mentioned, we've come up with a lot of solutions to combat people faking our code cards. Some people are actually going to even create fake versions of our websites and things like that. So we have the Digital Media Thought Leadership Forum. It's happening on the 17th of October. Yeah. And then after that, we have different activities. So we have another Thought Leadership Forum in agriculture. We have one in digital healthcare. We have one in fintech. And then we have a lot more coming up as we go, because we are also partnering more people. So we believe the space is very wide and there's so much breadth. But we are also looking at what has come of the key, at least 6 different or 7 different tracks that we can touch, that can touch everybody else. So for something like digital media, even if you work in a different space like, health, and it still touches you, because fake news is very prevalent, and with AI and that misinformation that's happening now, it touches everybody. So we are looking at picking some of the core areas of digital that would touch every single person.
So let me ask you again. For those who own businesses, they have their websites. Sometimes they can get compromised. Other times they can just be hacked, and they have to pay huge sums of money just to retrieve the data that they have. What should they expect from such a program? And for those in agriculture as well as fintechs. So I'm asking you a loaded question. Hopefully you're able to break it down for us.
Let me just try to take the first one quickly. So cybersecurity has also been a big focus now, and it's also one of the key things that we are also focusing on as part of the Africa Digital Festival. And what you would take away is you would learn the simple tricks, how to protect yourself. But for the industry experts, the people that are deeper into it, we're also looking at the policy roundtables. How can we help shape policies? How can we help with the cybersecurity agency? How can we help make sure that there's a strong implementation of those cybersecurity laws and things that go a step further beyond personal protection? Because there's only so much you can do when there are bad apples innovating every single day to find ways to trick you, right? So we're also looking at how do we help create and start those conversations that lead to policy formulation. So there are 2 sides. Regular consumers, you come in, you will learn the tips, you learn the tricks, you learn the things that you can use to protect yourself. But also for the people that play in the space, the innovators, the policymakers, the decision makers, you also be able to start and contribute to a conversation that will help shape everything else.
And for the fintech and the agric areas?
Same thing, right? So we it's not fully out yet, but we already have had conversations with the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization, and we currently have their blessing, and we are looking to formalize it into a full. But that is the level that we are looking at. How then do we bring policymakers into the room, and also then bring the innovators into the room, and then some representatives of the consumers, so that when the decision is being made on things that affect the fintech space, things that affect the agri-tech space, things that affect simple things like, broadcasting space, how then do the right people sit together and have conversations that will shape that? So every single person will have something that will.
So let me ask you this before I come to Mr. Foster. Again, the challenge is that when it comes to internet penetration in Africa, particularly in Ghana, you tend to have a lot of rural areas suffering, and yet they all have the same job opportunities that are available, but they may not be really equipped. How are we collaborating beyond the Ministry of Communications, for instance, to ensure that this digital education we're giving people spreads across nationwide?
So I'll make a call. The first call is we're still open to having partners come on board, implementation partners, people just to also be presentation partners. So if you are working in that space and you fit into this vision that we are trying to build, you can always reach out to us. It's info@mg.com.gh and also info@adf.africa. We're able to take the conversation up from there. But beyond that, right, so we are still exploring different partnerships. There are education partners that we are looking at. I don't want to mention any names because nothing is confirmed yet, but there are education partners who have been doing a lot in making sure that people in the remotest parts of Ghana still have access to the digital education. And like Foster rightly mentioned, we are also looking at it from another level. The people that teach the people, right, the teachers, the educators themselves, do they already have the understanding of the digital space? So the survey that Foster mentioned is one worrying side where the people that are already teaching don't even understand the digital space. So they can't even incorporate it into their syllabus, into the way they teach. So we are also looking at partnering with different people. There are some big names that already work in that space. I'm trying so hard not to mention their name, but bringing them on board and also leveraging their already existing wide network. But that's also why we are doing it at Media General. TV3 is one of the most watched TV channels, and there will be parts of the festival and then some of the master classes and the digital dialogues that we would also disseminate via TV3 and also our own digital media platforms to make sure that it reaches every single person. So the 25+% of TV viewing audience in Ghana that watch TV3 will have the chance to access some of the things that we are doing.
And Mr. Foster, I'm coming to you with two questions. The first has to do with you giving us details of how bad the situation of digital illiteracy is among our teachers. And the second bit also, just another leg of the question I asked Senna earlier, about who do you even employ to manage your digital space? If I'm a business owner and I don't really have much information about how this whole thing works, how do I know who to employ to do the work for me?
Okay, so I'm going to take the first question because that's something that we worked on.
Yes.
I would say the situation is a bit bad because there are educators that they don't know jack about technology. Some teachers are holding smartphones, but the only thing they use these smartphones for WhatsApp and just making calls. Some
text messages, perhaps.
Yes. And some of them don't even know how best to use WhatsApp. They have to just give it to their kids for them to send their messages or respond. And most of them, too, don't really send via text. They just have to use the voice. So there are a whole lot of... and the survey that we conducted was across the 10 regions. We left out the new ones that was created. We focused on the old 10, and you could see there was a lot of improvement in certain key areas, especially when it comes to the districts. When you go to the hinterlands, that's where most of the times you see the atypical innovators there, not getting the right platform to make sure that their innovations are out. But that's why the festival is part of it. This year, the plan is to make sure we are focusing on the workforce development. And that's why MG is key to make sure that vision is actualized, because they also share the same thing. And when it comes to the second one, how best do we know the right person that we
to employ to manage my digital space?
Well, there are good people there that understand the space. Yeah. And there are differences between somebody who's a digital marketer and somebody who's a social media manager. And
tell us the difference.
A lot of people don't really. Yeah. So social media management is just on the platforms, on the social media, Facebook, X, among other. They understand the space. When it comes to a digital marketing expert, the person understands what is email marketing, what is content development, what is those spaces. So digital marketing itself is broad. Yeah. So somebody who's a digital media manager is a bit different from who is a social media manager. Because social media is just focused on somebody just having platforms or knowing how best to grow the platforms. But a digital media expert definitely understand from SMS marketing, from email marketing, from...
And gives you a better value.
Yes. Yeah. So as part of ADF, the plan is to make sure we are bringing all of these people together, training them. Of course, as Senna said, we don't want to mention certain key names based on partnerships that we are speaking to. But we want to make sure that we have the right people in the room, yeah, and the right people also gaining the right skill that we want them to have, so that at least when you employ them to manage your businesses, they know they are doing the right thing.
So, of course, both of you mentioned that there are so many areas that we can touch on. But if I was coming for the program, irrespective of my background, what should be the highlights that I should look forward to?
So actionable partnerships. Yeah. So
okay.
It's not just about talks. ADF wouldn't be just about talk. We want to make sure, as we are bridging the policy and the skills development as well as innovation gaps, most of the festivals are about innovation showcase. This is not like the other ones. This is about workforce development, making sure there is a partnership that we know that we are getting towards this exactly. So actionable partnership. There is investment opportunities because there's going to be the matchmaking between investors and startups. And this is not just Ghana. We are talking about 54 African countries that are going to be part of it. There are startups that are doing well, not just in West Africa, across East Africa, Central Africa, and the lesser phones, So these are things that we want to make sure people will take away. Not just come, oh, okay, I can see this innovation doing very well, but how best do we collaborate to make sure there's an action behind that collaboration and the policy that we actually moving towards?
Beyond what Mr. Foster has talked about, he talked about partnership and investment.
Yeah.
Senna, what makes this year's Africa Digital Festival different? Beyond these?
Beyond this, what makes this year's Africa Digital Festival? Media General, right? That's the first thing. Because what we are bringing on board is our breadth and our breadth and our width.
Yeah.
I think this event has happened twice. Wonderful. The sessions are all great. There's the expo that's part of it. There's the hair story, which focuses on like women who are leading the digital space. And a lot of people don't know about this because, again, it's happened, but it does not have the media reach behind it, right? So the first thing that I would say that's different this year is Media General coming on board, and you start seeing a lot more of the Africa Digital Festival up everywhere. But also the next thing is we are looking at, beyond just doing it as an African Digital Festival, we are looking at establishing Ghana as the hub for those policy discussions, right? So it's also a thing of pride for Ghana, bringing all the African digital ministers and the rest into the country to have a roundtable conversation here and hopefully come up with a compact in terms of Africa's next 30 years or 10 years in terms of digital, right? So that's also one of the major things that we're looking at bringing on board. And then I would say the last one is bring the consumers a bit closer to it. So Africa Digital Festival has for so long been more of a policy, bring ministers into the place, bring startups, innovators into the space. But now we also want to include consumers so you can have a say at the table when policies have been discussed as to how it actually affects you in that first place.
I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of the time when we talk about some of these programs, high-level conversations, and of course, big names that are coming up, some people get intimidated. Yeah. So just wanted to find out who should attend, really, if you can tell our viewers.
Yeah. So everybody can attend. I would say it's one of the things that I would say there's something for everybody, right? So whether you are in the media space, the first thing that we are having is the Digital Media Roundtable, which is happening again on October 17th. So you should come for that. If you are if you're a farmer who wants to understand how you can use digital tools to better your agriculture, your farming and things you're doing, again, come join us for the masterclass on the agri-tech. If you are in the fintech space, if you're in the health tech space, so there are different tracks and a lineup of different activities that capture a wide variety of spaces, and you can come for all of them. Then the main festival itself, there are going to be multiple keynotes. There are going to be different breakout sessions happening at the same time. So you get to choose which breakout session you are going for and then be able to gain something out of that. But generally, everybody can come if you really want to play in the digital space. But if you also just want to understand what this whole digital thing is about. A lot of people truly don't understand it still. It's so far-fetched. They feel like, when you mention digital, they feel like, oh, it's Facebook and Snapchat and WhatsApp and Instagram. But it's something as simple as your mobile phone. How then can you take advantage of your mobile phone and then turn your mobile phone into a money-making thing for your business? How can you grow your business on your mobile phone? How can you as a person also brand yourself well on LinkedIn so you get the right employers to see your profile? So those are the little nuggets that every single person can gain, but you just have to come for the event.
In terms of branding, like deepfake, for instance, how it works, and perhaps those with bigger brands, how they can protect themselves against such a thing.
So that's something that we will talk about into details on our the roundtables, and also on the upcoming digital dialogue, the first one, the digital media one, because the theme for that has AI and misinformation in there.
Okay, a question on somebody's mind. Do I have to pay? What about the masterclass? Is everything free?
Not everything is free, but some things are free. The masterclasses, of course, are not free because that's what they are. They are actually deep learning experiences that everybody can participate in. But they are also not very expensive, right?
Also not very expensive.
Yes, it's like the cost of your kenke. if you buy it at a very posh hotel.
But the dialogue is free, right? Everybody can come and participate.
But it's limited seats. So
okay.
we'll put up very soon on TV3 and all our media brands, and also on the Accra Digital Festival, the Africa Digital Festival social media pages. You would see the link to register, because it's limited seating.
Okay.
Because we also want to, kind of, we have limited space.
So it's not by special invitation, it's by registration.
It's by
so
registration.
You see it, you register when the space is
register,
available, you participate.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm still interested in that farmer who is in the town somewhere doing sustenance farming and perhaps has a huge, a vast land and wants to just move beyond just feeding the family and perhaps the community. How does such a person take advantage of this festival?
Okay, so there's a lot of areas that you can actually take advantage of that. So for the dialogue around the agriculture, our focus is on technology meeting tradition.
Okay.
So how best do they leverage on the tech landscape? So if we talk about farmers within as far as Goso or as far as Kasape, farming and trying to see how best they can actually move their produce from the farm to Goso itself before it comes to Accra.
Oh.
So that is one key area. And as I said, there are atypical innovators in these areas that do not really have the right funding. They do not have the right skill. They don't even understand how best they can leverage on moving, just using aboboya or tricycle from the farm to the market is an innovation that most people don't really get it. But how best do we help these people to understand that moving from that farm to the market, how do they leverage on building the right e-commerce tools or leveraging on the existing tools if they can't build their own tools, the existing tools? How do they leverage on that to make sure that the food from the farm gets to the market, then from the market to the households and to the consumers as well? So these are some of the things that we believe the ADF would just give the farmers the opportunity. As you said, this is not just the high level. We're just looking at everybody. The focus is not just in Accra. It's across the 16 regions and across the 54 African countries that we're focusing on. There are farmers that they don't know jack about technology, but they have kids that really understand the digital landscape. So, of course, they don't have to come. The kids have to come, as you asked.
And learn and impart the knowledge.
Yes, and impact the knowledge. So we are looking at policymakers, the youth and academia as well. We're looking at people, the investors who are ready to put their money, as well as development partners, because most of them are actually pumping money into skills development. And we definitely want to make sure we are training the right workforce for the future that we're looking for. Of course, these are the people that their monies are supposed to go to, and train them to make sure that they are leveraging on the right tools to make sure they are building the right innovation for the agri space.
Yeah. Is there I wanted to come?
I was just going to add, especially on the agriculture side, and this is a field that I've become recently very interested in.
Yeah.
So one of the partners that we are speaking to, they have this activity where they bring innovators in and they help them with their tools. And I happen to be a mentor for some of the innovators that were building really cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
And this was in, I think, the Takrady side.
Takrady.
Yeah. And one of the things I picked up from there was simple dryers, like, to dry the grains so that it reduces the moisture quicker. Because, our standard farmers would dry their grains by the roadside. And sometimes they get infected because they are still wet, or birds come in, scavengers. But they have built a system that transforms small electricity to dry these grains a bit faster. So you are able to pick from your farm, dry quicker, again take to storage. So
this sounds very exciting. So you'll be able to keep your produce. You save them from getting rotting
quicker.
And then also you're able to transport them, because you have a lot of farmers complaining that because of bad roads, they are not able to move their produce from farms to the market areas. And so let me get your final word in like 30 seconds and I'll count to you as well.
I'll say we are ready to roll. Everything is, we are ready to roll. We're still looking at partners and sponsors. We're still speaking to others. But once you think this is the platform for you to be part of us, definitely just reach out and we will definitely have the conversation. So, and also everybody should just get ready, because this is digital and there's a bit difference between digital and technology. Digital is a bit broader than technology. So this is digital. It covers everyone. once you use a mobile phone, you are within the digital landscape. So
Okay.
we are ready to roll.
So you get to also find out the difference between digital and technology at the
You
festivals.
will.
Yes,
So now
yes.
your final words.
I think what I'll add to what Foster said is, it's not once you believe you are part of it. You are part of it.
Yeah.
So come on board.
Come on board. Thank you very much, Sena Kwashi. He is the General Manager for MG Digital, Media General Digital. And of course, we've also had as well Mr. Kofi Sam Foster, who is with Digital Foundation. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. It's on the 17th of this month, right?
Yes, so the first activity starts on the 17th, but
Yes.
the main festival is happening from December 15th to 20th. Yeah.
From 17th of October throughout to December. So you want to watch out, look out for further details on all our social media platforms. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. And here, the Ghana Premier League is home on TV3. Every week, TV3 gives you 3 live GPL matches. The biggest games, the fiercest rivalries, and the brightest stars brought straight to your screens with world-class coverage. But that's not all. We set the stage with our GPL preview show, giving you the inside scoop and expert analyses. And when the final whistle blows, we keep you covered with our highlight and review programs, so you never miss a goal, a save, or a talking point. For the fans who love to stay connected on the go, we have reels and updates on all our social media platforms. This is more than just coverage. This is TV3 positioning the Ghana Premier League as premium sports product. So mark your calendars, gather your friends, and join us this weekend for another unforgettable round of Ghana Premier League football, only on TV3. And you're still here on New Day on TV3. When we come back, we have some more for you. Stay with us. hoping
Charlie,
to
I
see
just
the-
love the song. I
I
don't
was
know
hoping
why.
to see the skills
Yeah,
you did.
this is the time that I miss cookie tea.
Okay.
When we were doing the Lomo Lomo.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Then
up?
you just do this for her.
Anyway, we have to come to a close for the morning. But for all the things that we've discussed this morning, you can always get an upload of them on TV3 Ghana. Remember, we have had cash out, and my clothing this morning has been by Alice Couture or Elizabeth, located in Site 3, Tema Community 1. So you can contact Elizabeth or Alice Couture on the number 024 651 6886. Just in case you didn't hear or didn't catch the numbers, let me just mention the numbers again. Alice Couture Elizabeth, Site 3, Tema Community 1, Made My Clothing. You can catch her on the number 024 651 6886. Charlie. Increase the song. We have cash out. It goes with a shoko. We have cash out. It goes with a shoko star 439 hash.
Yes.
As many times as you can. Increase the number of tickets you have. Can we do some draws?
Yes. And the number scrolling. Okay, we have a winner. 0556885 dash dash dash. 0556885 dash dash dash. That's your number. You have 1,000 CDs for you today. Now, let's celebrate this Christmas holidays like never before. Just book 2 nights and get the 3rd night free with all meals inclusive, starting from over 400 Ghana cities. And remember that you have free welcome drinks as well as a guest access to all the house facilities, swimming pool, gym, cinema with popcorn, among others, live band, brass band as well, DJ performances, etc. You also get to enjoy free airport pickup from Takoradi on weekends. Terms and conditions apply. Fun activities include the tour of our beautiful facilities with a golf cart, splash playground for kids, also in-house, and carnivals, sip paint, bicycle ride, best, boat ride to Maha Village, among others. Ski, also banana boats, and other things that you will find out. Also, there will be a trip to Nziluzu as well, Fort Apollonia, and Ankasa Forest, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Home, etc. So you want to book your tickets from 31st of November and enjoy a 10% discount. Also, if you book in October, you get some 20% discount. You can always call to make your reservations, and the number to call is 0303 977773. Whose birthday is it today?
Yeah, so we'll be celebrating a number of you who are marking their birthdays. And Isaac Creponi was my classmate as well, so great brother of the Catholic Hospital at Bator. Wishing all the best is from myself and the rest of the family, Isaac Creponi. And then Everest Roberta Obobi Kese, and it's from the family, very beautiful. Manalik, Adrian Grace from your mama, Santua. Jamie, you'll celebrate your birthday from Collins. Prince Naniao, God bless you. You live in the UK. You're a regular watcher of the show.
We have a picture of it.
And so, Prince Naniao, happy birthday. This guy is just always a massive Prince. He just returned from Ghana to the UK. Came to chill.
Yes, when he came here, you told people to go and look for him.
He was in Kumasi. Was crisscrossing Bantama Square and the rest.
We have Justina Owusu-Ansa from Richard. Happy birthday to you, ma'am. And Doughton Winifred Osionu. Okay, happy birthday to you, ma'am. Emma Opon, may God bless you with long life and good health, from Sean. Happy birthday to you. Gifting Anefia Deborah, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Anastasia Fia Mawuto, God bless you. Lavish from old student of 07 JHS. Happy birthday to you, sir. Also, we have Felicia. God bless you from your mom and family. Evangelist Peace Ametepe. May the Lord keep you strong. Happy birthday to you, ma'am. Maybell. May the good Lord smile on you from Assemblyman. Oh, wow. Happy birthday, ma'am. Francisca, may the Lord bless you from your husband. Ofosua Felicia Mameya, may God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Pastor Daniel, God bless you from the Women's Ministry. Sandra Ejowu, cheers to greatness. Happy birthday to you.
I love this photo shoot. Very beautiful.
Yes, Laurentia O. Ado from Princess Ifua.
Is this one to a photo shoot?
Happy birthday. This one is photo editing.
Ah.
Yeah. Mrs. Millicent Otiwa Ejekum.
Has to be the same person, or?
No,
Okay.
from your family. Happy birthday to you, ma'am. Monica Wuntumi Amwa, we pray for more grace in your life from your children. Happy birthday, ma'am.
Chairman Wuntumi mother.
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm
Mrs.
just
Harriet Hagan. Asan, God bless you from your family. Happy birthday to you. Lydia Boche from your husband, Joshua Boche. Wow, happy birthday, Lady Makafui Ameibo of the UGMC Social Services Unit. Happy birthday to you, ma'am. Pastor James Anku, wishing you good health and peace from your mom. Happy birthday to you, Pastor Anku.
Eben Shoto, God bless you. You celebrate your birthday. And as also celebrate your birthday, we have Mrs. Rejoice Sherry Mau Dinam Sanaya, Director of Edinam Medical Center. And it's from your staff. They just love you. Jaden Kusiapia from your parents. Charlie, what a pose. Charlie, this one here. What? If you toss it door, you're waiting. With the braces, man. Irabna Sumenin. Oh, another beautiful one. Your friends and family, they love you. Happy birthday to you, Irabna. Nanekria Jima from your parents. What are you catching on the wall? Good morning. Happy birthday to you. Sylvia from Johnson, happy birthday to you. Penel Bekun, and it's a lifelong wish of prosperity, and then for you to fulfill your destiny from your parents as well. Laurentia Marque is from Ellis Marque.
Yes.
Wishing you all the best for the day. Deborah Nate, happy birthday to you from Erasmus. Pastor Miriam Waku, that is also a birthday wish from Nana Kwache Siedu. Pastor Miriam, that's fantastic. All right, now we're here for the morning. Just in case you want to get all the things we did today, right here on TV3 Newday, TV3 Ghana, across social media, always available for you.
Indeed. My name is Beatrice Edu. Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll see you same time tomorrow.
Yes.